What's going on YouTube, man? Today's video, we're gonna be meeting the oldest person on earth. So before we start this video, man, I'm gonna need you guys to like the video, comment down below, and subscribe. But let's get straight into the video, man.
The oldest person in America. This is her at 3 years old in 1913. This is her at 20 years old, 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110.
Motherfucker done been through slavery and all. She done seen everything. I ain't gonna lie.
And this is her today at 113 years old. And this is me, a 20-year-old. She was 93 when I was born.
When's your birthday?
September.
Hold up, did he just whisper in her ear chat? You telling me this motherfucker can't hear? Hold on.
When I was born.
That nigga said, when's your birthday? I ain't gonna lie. If I can't hear God, take me away. If I can't see, take me away. If I can't taste, smell, I need all 6 senses. I think it's 6 or 7. But this motherfucker can't hear. God bless this lady, man. You know what I'm saying? You're the oldest motherfucker on earth. Man, that is an accomplishment. She need a trophy or something. Give her $100,000 right now.
When's your birthday?
September 26, 1910.
Damn.
That's insane.
Are you glad you've lived so long?
Are you glad you've lived so long?
I'm not gonna lie. I cannot live my life like that. A nigga gotta yell in my ear every 2 seconds. Anytime I want to hear something, see what somebody's saying, you gotta yell in my ear. I might as well learn sign language at that point. It ain't no point in me trying to, you know what I'm saying? That shit gonna irritate the fuck out of me.
The reason I'm making this video is because I just turned 20, and I'm wondering how long I'm gonna live.
What advice would you give to someone trying to live longer?
Hard work.
But
Hard work.
what does she mean by that? We'll get back to her in a second, because what she doesn't know is that on this quest, I've already tried the 3 most famous methods to try and live long. First, we went to a haven of nutrition and exercise, the town where everyone lives longer than average, Loma Linda, California. Then I visited Brian Johnson, the man who's trying to use science to reverse his age. And finally, I went to Alcor, the lab that says they can keep you frozen forever so that you never truly die. Let's see what Naomi thinks of all these things.
Is religion important to you? Did you ever take vitamins? Would you want to live forever if you could?
So by the end of this video, you'll know with me not only which methods actually work to reverse your age, but scientifically, the most optimized way to live as long as possible. Starting in Loma Linda, let me show you what I learned there, and then we'll get Naomi's perspective on it. Basically, Loma Linda is what's known as a blue zone, a special kind of town where people live longer than average. There's only one in the United States, and it's located here in California. The average life expectancy is higher than anywhere else in the United States, and it's 10 years above the national average. Why?
Never held a camera.
Yeah, my cameraman quit on me, like, for some reason. So now I have a new cameraman and camera woman. And she's not doing a very good job.
I'm doing so good.
Okay, we're gonna go talk to some folks at the Loma Linda market where apparently they banned meat. There's no meat at all. We're gonna be walking around the market and there's gonna be lots of people
meat does kill, but I just love eating that shit. I ain't gonna lie to it.
shopping for their vegan and vegetarian options. So let's go talk to them and see what they've got going on at the Loma Linda market. By the way, there is not one sign outside of this grocery store that says like vegan grocery store. We're just in Loma Linda, so it's just expected if you're gonna walk in.
You'd be like, damn, nigga, how many sips you finna take? As many as I want. Now what? What you gonna do about it, buddy? Huh? Oh, okay, cool.
Here. What else would you expect? You know what I mean? Look at all of this. Veggie burger, vegetable scallops, vegetarian burger,
So to
vegetal.
live
I wonder how
longer,
many
just go
veggie puns
vegan?
we could find in this grocery store. Probably thousands.
How is a hot dog in a can like this?
That was kind of disgusting.
After walking around the store, we ran into the store's supervisor, who answered some questions for us about the community and their beliefs.
As Adventists, we focus more on the beans and the greens and the natural things. Most Adventists believe in not drinking any caffeine because it's a stimulant.
Yep.
So we don't carry coffee or Coke. We carry more of the natural things that are made with like green coffee extract.
Okay.
So we do have stuff with caffeine.
Yeah.
There's no meat in the store, no smoking paraphernalia of any kind. Our focus here is simply to be a community store.
Right.
We're here to help the community. We want to encourage healthy lifestyles. We want to encourage better living.
They eat healthy here, completely vegetarian. But there's something else about Loma Linda that I learned.
This is the Church of Seventh-day Adventists. The Seventh-day Adventists, the reason it's called Seventh Day is because on the seventh day, they rest, which is, I guess, good for their mental health and their longevity. This is their main church, and also surrounded by a hospital because they kind of go hand in hand, you know, the church and like health and all of that stuff.
Religion. Religion apparently plays a huge role in why people live so long in Loma Linda, but is it the angels coming down making people live longer as a reward for being so religious? Or is it the community that religion gives them?
After walking around for a bit, we came across a resident that was willing to talk to us, Paulette. She's lived here for 27 years, so we asked her why she thinks people in...
All right, chat. The word of the day is lifeline. Word of the day is lifeline. You get the most you get the most likes on your comment, you will get $50 on Cash App.
Loma Linda lives so much longer.
This whole community is just amazing. And I think a lot of it is because of Randy Roberts, our current pastor. He's been here for 24 years.
Choose wisely the road you will travel, and wisely the road not taken. And may God bless you.
He has built this attitude of community.
So do you think the community in the way people treat each other here is a big part of what makes people live so much longer?
Yeah, I'm not gonna agree. I'm sorry.
I think so.
So we decided to visit one of the oldest members of the community to see if she thinks these pillars have contributed to her long life. This lady is 100.
Do you follow a lot of the Seventh-day Adventist religious, like, things? Like, are you a vegetarian?
Oh, yes, I'm a...
How many people y'all think that's 100 years old in the world? I just be having random questions and thoughts. My bad.
vegetarian.
Have you always been?
Well, since 8 years old.
Wow, wow. And do you think that has made you a lot healthier?
I guess so.
Have you always been religious, even since you were 8?
Yeah, my parents put me in a church school, and so I went through all the Adventist schools.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So as you can tell, religion is very important to the residents of Loma Linda. It's also a big part of Naomi's life.
Is religion important to you?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Mm-hmm. If you didn't go to church, you didn't go no place else.
And usually when I asked her questions, she would respond in 2 or 3 words. Look what happened when I asked her to recite a Bible verse.
Do you have a favorite verse in the Bible?
Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Making me lie down in green pasture. He restores my soul. Yea, thou walks in the valley of shadows of death, thou fear no evil. For thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou prepare the table for...
Make my old lady pass out, man. Got her reading this long-ass scripture. Stop playing with her, bro. She's the longest to live on earth for a reason. Stop making her talk this long. She only says 2 to 3 words. She gonna pass out. I'm sorry, Grandma. You ain't gotta just relax, okay? Just get out the way. You ain't gotta ask nothing like this again. All right, I'm sorry.
In the presence of my enemies, that anointed my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
And this is by far the most amount of time that Naomi was able to go speaking throughout this entire video without stopping. As a whole, Naomi clearly agrees with the importance of religion and probably the community that brings her, creating our first philosophy for long
Nothing with our God. Remember that.
life.
All jokes aside, you know, I be trolling, but hey, we nothing with our God.
Community. But there's 2 more philosophies to Naomi's long life that I was still yet to discover.
Did you ever take vitamins?
Vitamin? No.
Naomi never took vitamins to improve her lifespan, but there is somebody else who does. Ryan Johnson. This man is on a quest to one day beat Naomi and become the new oldest person ever. He lives in Venice Beach, California, where he's currently using advanced scientific methods to biologically reverse his age to 18 years old. He has a whole community that follows his methods, so I decided to join them at one of their signature Don't Die hiking events.
That nigga do look like he's
They're literally called Don't Die
you can just
events.
tell.
Okay, it is time to go to the Don't Die event.
This dude says his daily intake is 20% olive oil.
That's crazy.
This is the cold. Woo. Everyone here is gonna live forever. Nobody here is gonna die.
Well, there's 3 parts to this event. The warm-up, which we just did, the hike, which we're about to do, and then nutty pudding and olive oil.
All I knew about Brian before coming on this hike was that he did crazy anti-aging techniques. I'm not sure if these actually make him live longer, but this is what he used to look like, and this is what he looks like now.
That's a little. I told y'all, I didn't even see this. I never seen this nigga a day in my life. He looked like a kid in a grown man body, like a.
He's spent millions to improve his skin.
But you don't have to spend $2 million trying to look like Brian. You can just use geology. If you remember some of my old videos, I used with my methods. I've been to like romantic, really easy track, and it's
now probably like 130, 140.
Yeah.
If I can make it to 80, 70, that's good enough for me.
Oh, come on.
So by this point, I was starting to learn about Brian's philosophies, but I felt like it would be a missed opportunity if I didn't go up to him to ask him some questions myself.
Do you think living forever, do you want to live forever? Do you want to never die? Or do you just want to extend your life?
The human brain is incapable of computing that. Yeah, we just don't have the capacity to do it.
Right.
When you say you want to live tomorrow,
yeah,
we got stuff going on. And it's a very easy answer. Tomorrow.
I took about like 40,000 steps on this big day.
When we got to the end of the hike, Brian passed out the olive oil, so of course I had to try it.
Hands in. All right, boys. Cheers. Cheers.
I need some seasoning in mine, chat.
And to finish things off, Brian got on the table,
Power laws, health longevity, okay?
where his first final takeaway
Don't
was...
smoke. Yep, good.
Then he said...
6 hours a week of exercise.
And finally...
Low to no alcohol. Now 6 is sleep.
And believe it or not, Naomi follows all these same values too.
Did you ever drink alcohol?
No. I never drink.
All right, I'm done. I think I'm done with liquor, y'all. I'm gonna keep it real. Look, I'm a victim. I am a victim. I drink alcohol. I love getting drunk, but I'm done getting drunk after this video. I promise.
No liquor.
Did you ever smoke cigarettes?
Oh, no, I didn't make bad breath.
Would you say you've always eaten healthy?
Mostly.
Naomi's never drank alcohol or smoked, despite the fact that at one point in her life, 45% of America was smoking. So I don't know if correlation equals causation, but Naomi has lived a very healthy life.
Is exercising important to you?
Exercise.
Yeah.
No, plowed in the field. I plowed in the field. Chuck cotton.
So for Naomi's second philosophy to long life, I'd say nutrition, which includes not smoking or drinking. Naomi may not have realized it, but she was keeping her body healthier than almost anyone else in her time. But there's still one more philosophy in Naomi's life that we're yet to uncover. You know, it's 2024 now. People are using much more technologically advanced ways to try and live longer. And the most advanced way of doing it is located in Phoenix, Arizona. It's called Alcor, a lab where they freeze dead bodies so that they can bring them back to life eventually when the technology becomes available. Seriously.
This is Alcor Life Extension Foundation.
Yeah, we not doing that. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be damned if I'm in heaven and the motherfucker just pull me back down to earth to be in my body that I don't want to be in. You're crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Elon Musk, we need to kill him. Hey, in GTA. Gotta get rid of this guy, man. I'm telling you, he might be the first nigga to do this shit, man. I'm telling y'all, bro. You gotta be careful, bro. Protect your soul. All right?
Stored in the middle of the desert.
Their goal is to one day bring these people back to life.
Is this place actually real? Are these people actually going to be revived?
Alcor's given me their process, start to finish, so I can see how they supposedly keep people from dying. This lab actually exists, and I went there.
In order to make people live forever, the first step is putting them in this van to take them to the lab.
I am inside the van where they load the bodies right now. This is crazy.
And this is Mike.
My name is Mike Perry.
Of course, he's an old nigga.
And I am
called the Care Services Manager here in Alcor. I look after the people we have stored in liquid nitrogen.
Step 2, once the person arrives, is to cover them in ice.
Ice cubes.
As soon as circulation stops in the body, the tissue starts to deteriorate. So you want to get a cold to keep that from happening.
But while ice cubes may temporarily keep them cold enough,
if you put something in the freezer, it's the same principle.
In order to keep them for long-term storage, you have to freeze them in liquid nitrogen.
Your freezer isn't all that cold, so some deterioration is going to happen over a long period of time, but liquid nitrogen is cold enough that they aren't going to change much in millions of years.
But if Alcor succeeded in bringing people back to life, how would they do it?
You're going to have to take a cryopreserved brain and you're going to have to do something called a molecular scan. And that means you figure out where all the atoms are. Once you do that, you'll have a giant chunk of data, and then you stuff that into your best computer. With that information, it should be possible to recreate a functioning version of the person that is an embodiment of that person that's in your computer, so they would wake up in that kind of setting.
So they're probably not going to need your whole body, just your brain. I'm excited to hear what Naomi thinks of all of this. Mike doesn't think we're going to come back as humans. We're talking about coming back as a computer.
I think the odds are quite good, assuming that, of course, Alcor survives. Civilization doesn't destroy itself with some kind of nuclear war or something. I think the odds are very good that people will be brought back.
I don't want to
Is living onward even ethical? Is that something that I, as a person, even want to do? Or is the time to die when you die? I mean, these are like important ethical questions, you know, and I don't know what the answers are, but this is how you would save someone if they were dying. If your whole body didn't come back to life, and you just had your brain, and you just had your memories, you were just inside a computer, is that existence even something you want to live? And when you sign the document...
I actually am hoping that we will find some way to work around any obstacles, so maybe we can live forever. And maybe...
You want that?
Yes, I do. And there'll be more people living forever than a lot of people think today, even.
I don't know if I came back to life, what I'd even look like, what the world would look like. Maybe I wouldn't want to live in that world.
Would you want to live forever if you could?
Say what?
Do you want to live forever if you could?
No. I don't want to live forever. No, I don't want to live forever.
But Naomi doesn't want to live forever. She's not scared of death, but she sees this as her one life, her one chance here on this earth. Naomi spent her entire life just trying to make the biggest impact she can while she's here. I mean, you have to really want to live this long. And Naomi is one of the strongest people alive today to have made it through all of these hardships, from picking cotton in the fields to outliving all three of her children.
And she got blue
to make
eyes.
it to almost 114 years old. I don't think our final philosophy here is body freezing. I think it's exactly what she said.
Naomi, do you have any advice? Any advice?
Leah, like
Any advice you want to give people?
Working hard.
At least for Naomi, her final philosophy is to just make the most of your time here. Hard work.
W video, man.